Hi, this is Janet Wright, and this video is a recap or a discussion of what I did in the mini triplet group healing today, March 31st, 2017. A mini triplet group healing, very quickly, I think, is a group healing where I am visualizing the energy systems of many people at once, up to 40 people at once, and everybody's angels are helping me to know what to do, how to heal everybody. They'll pick sample people from the group, at various times. So like, look at her, what does she need? Okay, do that for everybody. Now look at her, what does she need? Okay, do that for everybody. So that's how I do it. And since I, as a healer, don't connect to anyone's energy system, like I don't hook in to anybody ever when I work on them, I'm able to heal, 30 to 40 people at once without, it's trippy, but not, like it would be if I really bonded to people. I don't do that. I've never done that. So it comes in handy now since I'm healing 31 people at once. So today's healing was for 31 people located in 4 different countries, which I'm just saying because that's fun. This healing was not about like looking at everyone on the globe or anything. So those are the hour group healings I do. So it doesn't really matter that they're in 4 countries. It's just cool. I just think it's fun. So anyway, I'm gonna go through what I did. It's a 20-minute healing. Today was the Friday of the 3 healings. The healings are on Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. Within 1 week, 3 healings, each 20 minutes long. This one was actually like 23 or 24 minutes, but they're supposed to be 20 minutes. But I figure you guys won't get pissed off for like 4 extra minutes of healing, right? So no extra charge. So if I had to just summarize at first, there was some grounding, there was some getting guilt out of your space, there was healing some chakra damage and some energy clogs or energy blocks in the aura, strengthening the back of the aura, balancing the front and the back, helping with motivation and exercise. That actually was something that one of my clients mentioned, but I noticed it in a bunch of people. There's just that idea of taking action on a physical level. So that's sort of the summary. So now I'm going to go into more detail about what I did during the healing. And again, I'm please forgive me if I kind of pause for a second, because when I work, it's very focused. And so I just take like very brief notes. So now I'm translating the notes into regular sentences for regular people. Okay, cool. So I don't think I've ever explained this in these recaps, but you have 2 energy systems in a way. You have, your physical body, right, has chakras along the spine, 1 through 7, right? 7 in the top of the head, 1 at the base of the spine. And all chakras generate energy, right? So these chakras in my physical body generate my physical body's aura, right? These are the boundaries of it. So this aura has its own grounding. My physical body has its own grounding, right? It's my job to keep that flowing and present and nice and wide, right? But I am not my physical body, right? After your physical body dies, your spirit lives on, yada, yada, your spirit's eternal, right? So I am eternal, right? So that means, like, if you're asleep, your body is in bed, right? So your body has its own physical aura around it when you're asleep, right? But you're not there. When your body is asleep, your spirit goes to the astral. And so that's why they call your spirit body also your astral body. So your spirit body looks like a physical body and has 7 chakras up and down the spine of the energy spine, and those chakras generate energy and they make the aura. So your spirit body has its own aura. So your spirit body needs its own grounding, so that when you're on the astral, you're nice and grounded and capable. So your spirit is grounded, right? So it's two different things. So sometimes when I'm doing, a lot of times when I'm doing an in-depth healing like this, I'm looking at people's spirit body and then their physical body separately. Not always. There are times in this healing where I looked at them together, or times when I just cleared something from the spirit body and not the physical body. So first with grounding, I cleared both of those groundings, which is, not always how I start. Usually I just look at one grounding, for your spirit and your body. It's kind of like if you're present, it's all superimposed. So you can just imagine one grounding, which is probably what most of you always do. So anyway, I noticed that people's physical body, if I looked at them separately, the grounding for the physical body and the physical body's aura was a little narrow. So I help people recreate that, make it much wider. Also, the astral body grounding for people's astral body aura and astral body was a little blocked. There were some energy blocks in that grounding. So I sent universal gold healing energy, to everybody's grounding of their spirit body to help them clear their energy blocks there. So it just helps people release more and be more present, because when both your spirit body and your physical body are nice and flowy, then it's like you just go whoop, and you can be really present a lot more easily. You like that sound effect? So when you wake up in the morning, I have videos called Sleeping and Waking Up, like that's a playlist, and it describes how, one of those videos describes how when you wake up, your spirit comes in through your physical chakras and through your physical body's aura, and that's how you're fully present. Your spirit is in your fingers, and all the two sets of chakras, they kind of click together. So anyway, that is somewhat of an advanced concept. That's not a beginner concept. So if that was over your head, don't worry about it. The healing worked, even if you don't get all the technical details. But, if you want, you can definitely ask follow-up questions underneath the video, and I will reply to them, post them on YouTube. Okay, so then I noticed in people's seventh layer, and again, this is when I'm just looking at people, as a unit, I'm not really separating it out. I noticed that there was this energy of like debt, like owing your parents. Some parents, they give in a very sort of guilt-laden kind of way, and so there was enough of that going on, either from a present or a past life, for all the participants, that there was some energy in common, that I could just send universal gold light to everybody's seventh layer. I think it was at the top, just to help people clear some of those energy blocks around, you owe me, I did this for you when you were growing up. Because obviously that's a really heavy energy. Then I help people clear their body's first layer. So around the physical body, right in front, actually like, down here, actually in front of the first chakra, in front of the tummy area and the first chakra, which is at the base of the spine. Just some energy blocks there about fear, causing fear. Any energy block in that first layer of the aura causes fear and worry. So I helped clear some blocked energy for everybody in that area, to help them feel calmer and less worried. There was more energy too, like owing somebody, like that you should be in debt to somebody. That was also in the first layer, in the back. So behind people's lower back, I noticed it, right up against the lower back, the aura in the lower back. So I help people clear energy blocks back there, just by sending gold light to everybody in that area with that intention and watching until everybody cleared stuff. Then I noticed, because each time the angels pick a different sample person for me to look at, I noticed that my sample person actually had damage in the back of their physical body's first chakra. So the first chakra at the base of the spine, but not like of your spirit body, actually of your physical body. That there was like, because it's supposed to be a nice round opening in the back, because this chakra is like a cylinder shape and there's a round opening in the back, but it's supposed to be smooth, like a coffee mug or something, right? But most people had some chips in it. most everybody, pretty much. Sometimes it was really subtle, and sometimes it was like, whoa, you're missing some chunks. So, and again, it's like the cylinder's on its side. And so, you know, you can even create a copy of your first chakra out in front of you and just notice the back of it. And is it like all bumpy or rough, or is it nice and smooth and even? So anyway, I just use lots of gold light and help people to wash out those little nicks and missing pieces, and then the chakra would grow back so that it was no longer damaged. So again, that would generally help people with abundance, with feeling safe, and feeling courage. I help people clear energy above their aura in the back that kind of would make it harder to be in the back, have good flow in the back of their chakras. And I helped people, the back of their aura, my sample person, and then I could see it in everybody, like the back of their aura was kind of, it wasn't like there were big rips and tears, but it just seemed kind of weaker than the front, you know, like say the front's just bold and colorful and the back would be like kind of faded, you know, and with little holes in it, but like, it just had this vibe of like, you know, there's not enough power back there. So it actually seemed to be, like some fear stuff, like some in the back of the first layer of the aura. The first layer is right up against the skin all the way around, you know? And so it seemed like behind everybody's backs, like in that first layer behind the back, that there was some blocked energy there from past lives that was making people like kind of pull back, so pull forward actually, so they didn't have enough energy back there. So once I helped everybody clear some of those past life blocks that were in the back of their first layer, so like past life fears, unprocessed past life fear or past life abundance blocks, then it was really cool. Like people would just kind of pop back there, so then they'd be evenly in front and in back. So it's very cool. I did that kind of en masse, and then I double checked with everybody like pretty quickly to see like, okay, nope, she needs a little more. Okay, he needs a little more. So that was pretty neat. And then I helped people balance so that they were, because then the back of their aura was strong enough, but then I helped them balance the front and the back, so they were evenly in the front and the back. And I helped everybody do that. And then more guilt stuff. Clearing guilt. And again, a lot of times guilt comes from parents or, you know, someone that you're in a relationship with, someone you're close to. But again, it's a very heavy energy, heavy stuck energy that somebody hands you. And so I help people clear that out of their grounding and also out of their heart chakra in the center of the chest. You know, like when people are like, I feel so guilty. Yeah. So I help people clear out those blocks. And motivation. You know, one client pointed out to me it's spring. She wanted to, you know, work out more and exercise more. And so a lot of times motivation for exercise is like a dual thing of like fourth for like motivation and passion, and third at the, like, here's my sternum. So under your sternum is right under there is your third. So like wanting to exercise and actually getting off your ass and going for a walk, or, you know, using, excuse my swearing, but, you know, so it's both of them. Because if they're both blocked, then you really don't even want to exercise. But if this one is flowing, then you want to exercise, but you don't do it. And then if they're both flowing, then you figure out a way, because this one is good for time management too, third. So if they're both flowing, then even if you're busy, you know, you figure out, well, I can stretch for 2 minutes after this time, and I can, you know, walk to here, and, you know, like you just work out some level of increase of your exercise, versus like, I can't. So anyway, so I help people clear energy blocks, messing with their motivation in their heart chakra, and they're taking action in their third. I could definitely do more on that, you know, but I did a little bit with that. Oh, yeah. And then the angel showed me this sample person had their block about exercising was actually like a seventh chakra thing. Seventh chakra is like knowledge, intuition, like when you just quickly know something. And it was like they forgot that their eternal knowledge about how exercise manages stress and how you have to have a balance of physical exercise and intellectual activity. And like they knew it from past lives, but it was blocked. It's kind of like how our modern culture prioritizes like accomplishing things, you know, and like sitting at your computer and, you know, all that stuff. So it was kind of like this societally reinforced forgetting about healthy balance of physical exercise and intellectual activity. So that was really interesting. I didn't expect that. I mean, I knew the fourth chakra, third chakra thing, but I didn't know that the seventh chakra really had much to do with it at that level. So I gave everyone a little bit of a healing at the seventh, just to help people to have their own wisdom from past lives about the logic of like, yeah, well, of course you need to go for a walk because you're too bogged down with your intellectual stuff, you know. So that was pretty interesting. And oh yeah, the final thing, this is a lot. The final thing, it's like, okay, so there's that energy body called the astral body, right? And then there's the physical body. And those are connected at two chakras, the seventh in the top of the head and the third, right? When your sternum ends, your third chakra. So that means that, like, say if my energy body is like here and my physical body's here, that means there's a connection, like right here. There's a cord from my spirit body to my physical body. And then there's a cord right here from my physical body to my spirit body third. So it's like a cord from my third, my physical third to my spirit third, and then a cord from my physical seventh to my spirit seventh. Okay, that's in this hypothetical where my spirit body's like right here, which it just was, but now I'm back. So anyway, I just, helped imagine like those cords. It's cord maybe is misleading because then you think of a rope. Whereas it's more like a pathway, it looks like a cord, but energy flows through it. It's very important that energy should flow through it because those cords help your spirit and your body communicate. So then, like when you're hungry, it helps your spirit to regulate your body's energy and vice versa. So they're important cords. So I help people just to clear energy blocks that they had in those two energy cords. And I help them to I had their angels help them to clear the color. I mean, I did a little bit of it too to help people because sometimes you can get like this one. It's nice if it's the color of your seventh chakra. So like I help people clear that. I mean, it could be gold or it could be purple. And so I think the angels all opted to make that one purple. So I just help people clear out energy that wasn't their purple. And then the third chakra cord, the angels opted to make that yellow. So like the third chakra, which, it's not an absolute, but it seemed like all the angels liked everybody's third to be yellow. So then that cord was like flowing yellow energy of theirs. So anyway, that would help people probably sleep better, maybe feel better when they wake up, and also maybe, better determine if they're hungry or how their body feels, and maybe help them to have more focus. Because sometimes if you get energy between your spirit and your body, it's like you don't know how to drive the car anymore. So anyway, it was a lot. And I hope this recap makes sense. And if you did get the healing today, there is a survey to fill out, which I already emailed you. So please send those surveys back so I can keep tabs on how the healing was for everyone. Okay, bye. Oh, and if you want to sign up for a mini triplet healing, at this point, they're every 2 weeks between now and the end of June. I don't know, 2017. I don't know if I'll keep doing them, but everyone does seem to like them, and I think they're fun, so we'll see. But you could sign up on my website, janetwrightreadings.com. Bye.